New Republic escort ship.
My patrol, nothing to report, as usual.
Thanks,
I'm bored.
I know this feels like routine guard duty to you, but Mon Mothma
Because it
would have
is.
asked if it weren't important.
Yes, it
The
is.
Jedi holocron is an important artifact, and it must not fall into the wrong hands.
Guess what's gonna fall into the wrong hands?
Escort. No one would be
The
stupid enough.
Jedi holocron.
We're dropping out of hyperspace.
Oh shit!
New
That's an
Republic
interdictor
transport,
cruiser.
Prepare to be boarded. Your hyperdrive will not operate while under the influence of our gravity well projectors.
Oh shit,
Thanks, Captain
indirectors.
D-Bag.
Quickly and painless.
Indirectors? I'm sorry?
Pirates. No
Interdictors.
wonder if it's anyone I know.
That makes more sense.
Yes, it does.
Primary reactor damaged.
So yeah, just in the middle of this, they couldn't figure out what to do, so they just came to the ultimate version of two dudes kicking the door and start shooting.
Kick in the guns.
They kick
yeah.
in the door and then
Yeah.
kick in the guns.
That sounds about right.
It's a 90s shooter, so we're fighting a bunch of random pirates. Also, Mara Jade just repeated the line of pirates. I wonder if it's anyone I know.
Aha.
This is the
So-
part where we fly an X-wing.
No, I wish, but no. In fact,
That
our
would be
entire
hype.
contribution to this battle is to use force pull to pull a switch that was otherwise inaccessible. So since the bridge is under attack, we're gonna go as far away from it as possible. Because that's
Yes, please.
for some reason
That
that's the
sounds
route
like a
for this
prudent
level.
plan.
Oh yeah. Also, there's a section here where we can actually operate the vehicle guns. Sometimes, if you're lucky, there will be a dude that flies by, but unfortunately, no. So I'm just. It kind of. I also like that you can see that this is the gun on the underbelly of the blockade runner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's not a
There's
very
also-
well placed gun that is half looking at it itself.
Yeah, I feel
though.
like it needed to be. Oh yeah, and then here's a neat little zero gravity section.
Ooh, that is
That-
cool.
That is a very dead rebel.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love that the New Republic still has not
Look,
swapped out from the weird bicycle helmets.
Uniforms are hard to make and get, and sometimes you just have a look that's iconic. That would be just going against good branding.
Also, we're gonna show off the advanced AI here, as dudes just kind of walk into this hallway and we shoot them with. Well, they did it for a second.
To show off advanced AI here, get shot with rockets straight down vent.
Yeah,
Yes.
the AI actually was a little bit better than I remembered it being. And now I gotta clip through some geometry to continue the level. For some reason, these guys' blasters make X-wing noises.
Yeah. That's pretty hype.
They're incom blasters.
Yeah, I think they actually are. I think they're the. I think it's. If I remember, that's like the Incom Blast Tech blaster or whatever the hell it was called. So there's a medical droid there, which I won't use because you can only use it once. It fully restores your health and then just turns off.
Nice.
Look, too much freebie. You can't have too much for freebies here. I mean, like.
Also, that is the saddest sick bay, and that there is one dude. There is one dude and one bed.
He's very ill, That's all he is.
And also now we're trying to get the Jedi holocron before it falls in enemy hands, but oops, too late. Also, cutting-edge
Shit.
graphics. They just broke that window.
Evacuation code key.
Stop shitting on the game. The game is doing its best. It's trying its hardest.
I know. I know it tried its best. Also, I may have put too many points in force jump.
I don't know what just happened, but
If you force jump too hard, then you get hurt when you hit the ceiling.
You physics into the ceiling. Let's just say it looked like you just sort of teleported to somewhere, though.
Yeah, no, that's just how fast force jump is at this point.
Yep, it's great.
Also, I love how all of these pirates just look like Duke Nukem. Like, all of them have these, like, huge 80s shades and, like, jackets with pauldrons for no reason.
Hail to the king, baby.
God damn it.
Somehow I must reconnect the cord.
Well, that didn't do it. Good work there, guys.
I'm sort of waiting for fate to intervene and just announce another Duke Nukem game in spite of everything.
Yeah, I mean, they did Doom. They did Wolfenstein. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Somebody's gonna think, you know what?
They need
It's
to.
a good
They need
time
to give
for
enough.
another Duke Nukem.
They need to kind of. Oh yeah. So now I need to get this R2 unit to.
I need
To
open a door
op-
cargo control.
yeah.
Oh.
For some reason, only this R2 unit can do this.
I mean, that makes sense.
Can you
It's probably
override
less
the-
only it can do it and more.
The actual panel for the door is broken.
Yeah. He's
Oh no, that's the thing. You can hear the sounds of the battle happening outside.
that poor Ithorian.
Hey, he had it coming. He shot at me first.
Did he?
Yeah, he shot at me as soon as the door opened and then ran away.
We think he was just in the corner, like hiding. He was probably their pirate slave, and he was hoping he was just terrified.
Also, Ithorians are peaceful.
Generally.
Like,
They didn't-
almost
they-
exclusively.
Why are you
They-
pushing this
Because
droid?
I want him to go into... He's the only thing that can open... This droid's the only thing that can open this door, which has a secret in it. It only opens when the droid is next to it. Also, for a peaceful race, I believe the Ithorians were the ones who most consistently attacked me when I was at Kapaz Palace.
Well, you know what? Everyone makes mistakes. They're gardeners. They're a race of gardeners.
Well, like, it was kind of hit and miss. Like, some of them would shoot at me and some of them wouldn't. Also, now we get to play reverse Tetris.
Yes.
Also, I think my favorite bit of data from the Ithorians is that they,
What about them?
is that they have a force power that's unique to them.
Oh, huh.
They can so the Ithorians have like 2 throats or something or more, and they can use the force. They can they can use their voice if they use all of their throats at once. Like, they can create enough of a sound wave to like stun people.
Yep.
And Jedi can use it to augment to basically like, supposedly the most powerful one could like bring buildings down with augmenting his voice with the Force.
Nice.
Just like create I think basically create like a sound quake.
Yeah, he just resonated or he hit the resonant frequencies for the building. And also, a little late, but I will point out that for some reason Mara Jade was surprised when she found out pirates were stealing the cargo.
Well, you know, sometimes there's all those, like, happy pirates that just go around singing.
There's those pirates that don't do anything. They just
I'm
sit
assuming
home and
the
lay
idea
around.
is the holocron was stored somewhere special, and she is expressing surprise that they specifically were after it and not just like generally
No,
after
because she says they're stealing the cargo when you're in the cargo hold and you have to jump off the cargo crates as they're getting taken.
Oh, Yeah.
I'm guessing
yeah,
that was more
does
for
seem-
like game rules reasons. So it's like players don't understand why all the
what's
boxes are flying
happening.
away.
Yeah. Yeah, that is probably like, oh, we need to tell the players why all of the boxes are going into the sky.
So there we go. Now I have to run through this room, which I think I'm running through the reactor, which is why it's killing me. And then I have to go into, I don't know what this space is, but there's no gravity, so you just fly between places and get wrecked
Looks
by
like
dudes
some
who
sort
are
of-
shooting at you.
Yeah, it looks like the engines or something.
It might be the engines. That would make sense for it being so close to the reactor.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so you just have to kind of sit there and get wrecked by dudes who are shooting at you with rockets.
Sounds like my last chance to get on their ship.
And now we have a mini-boss in the form of a power loader. And also, yeah, the low gravity doesn't stop here. Which, yeah, that was the mini-boss.
Yep.
Nice.
Good
Super
mini-boss.
good.
As it turns
Also,
out, the power.
Super dangerous.
And then we're gonna
Yeah.
smuggle our...
This
We're
is
just,
a good idea, but it's the only way.
good thing
Yeah, you hop on there, Mara Jade. You do it.
Good thing there was an empty crate that that was just in here for some reason.
Actually, I think the power loader came out of it.
Oh yeah, that might have
Excellent.
been the case. So yeah, we just we're because we need to get the holocron back from the pirates now. So there's oh yeah, I finally get points in Force Persuade, which is again a necessary skill.
Hey, what did we get this time?
Usual stuff.
What about that mag-sealed crate?
Someone said it was some kind of Jedi artifact. Carol Bonnie's having
Oh,
it
it's
transferred
fine.
to his private collection on the planet.
I gotta follow that crate.
Quick, jump to it.
I don't have there we go. Actually, is there a Jedi that could like survive in vacuum? Is that a power?
It's not a.
because they were just like a Jedi.
Well, I mean, is there
There are species that can
Jedi
survive
thing?
in vacuum. No, there's no. As far as I'm aware, there's Jedi can survive longer than normal people in vacuum. But no, as far as I'm aware, there's no Jedi technique that just lets you like be in space without a spacesuit. Something will get you.
Yeah, like that's there's definitely
Like,
like you can there are
they-
definitely like Jedi hibernation techniques that
Yeah.
can like let you survive for a long time in a really cold like in
In
if you were
cold or with minimal air, things like
right,
that.
like if you had a life support suit on and like I know Luke does this a couple of times where he's like wearing his X-wing like pilot suit basically and punches out into the vacuum and like is protected by the suit but also is like would die if because he's not rescued soon enough if
Right.
not for just being a Jedi.
That's also how. I believe that's how Kip Turn survives. In
Yep.
part, I believe doesn't he stow himself into one of the missiles and fire it off, or something?
You may be correct. That sounds familiar.
I think that's what happens. He stows himself into one of the missiles and fires it out away, and just
That sounds
like
pretty Star Wars.
basically,
It's pretty Star Wars.
he like contorts himself to it, and then also enters a hibernation trance because missiles don't tend to have life support,
Right.
and he's not in good shape when they find him, to be sure.
yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, as is to be expected. So this is a section. I did a safety save right there. You might have heard because this is a section where all you can do is slowly float up. There is a fan that is following me, and if I do not make it into this place in the right time, it just immediately kills me.
Nice.
There's nothing you can do. Like, you just turn on force speed and you mash up against the wall, and you'll kind of outrun the fan if force speed is at max level. And now we're, I don't know, reverse pirating. We're in their cargo hold. Messing with their dudes.
Steal their stuff.
And there's I have to kill all the dudes in here because otherwise the door won't open. It also doesn't help that the door is very hard to find.
Yeah.
Because it is embedded in the floor in one of the corners and looks pretty much like the floor. Which is why I'm like just going around all the corners staring at the floor. There it is. So let's see.
Just passing through.
I don't remember why I had to shoot that, but it was a plot. It was of plot importance.
They stole your X-Wings.
Well, X-wings
Bastards.
were also common ships of pirates. I thought as well.
No.
No.
I thought they were ships of like well-to-do pirates.
No.
Maybe. I mean, I guess if you were a good enough pirate to steal
Z95s.
them from other people, but
Yeah, Z95s are similar to X-wings. They're the F-16 to the X-wings F-18 sort of thing. Like, they definitely were not as good.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess it makes sense that the pirates would have stolen some of them, given how fast they infiltrated the entire ship.
yeah,
Right,
if there were
exactly.
X-Wings that didn't take off or that they disabled, they definitely would grab them.
I think I can use this.
I love that. I think I can use this.
Yeah, so I had to kill that power loader because it had a yellow wrench, which I need to open up a door that's up in the ceiling hatch. It's really hard to get to. Or actually, no, what was in the ceiling hatch was overshields.
The door is over here.
I believe this is a... Oh, right, this is another conveyor belt sequence. Where you have to just not get shot by a bunch of turrets. Which, I don't know why there's turrets on the conveyor belt. Just in case of, I don't know, hop-ons.
Had a bad
Right.
feeling about this.
And, do you notice there's random sparking coming off the walls? If you're next to the... So there's just lightning that just arcs at random between the walls here, and if you get hit by it, it
Nice.
kills you.
Excellent.
That's
Good,
game
good.
design.
Yeah, super good game design.
Because, you know, it's just like, I don't know, the power corridor. That's where all of the electricity is stored.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of guess at the intervals, but you have no idea where it's going to happen.
I suppose, though, like, honestly, at this point, is there really anything that poses a threat to you that doesn't kill you instantly?
Not many. There's a lot of... I've gotten enough weapons and stuff that there's not a... that it will take a lot of little dudes to take me out. So this is a section that could be potentially cool, except that the triggers didn't happen properly.
Nice.
So
Oh.
normally that door's supposed to open and a bunch of dudes are supposed to spill out.
Oh, well, whoops,
Like,
there it is.
Like that?
Yeah, and then the turret just decided it wanted to stop working.
Excellent. So instead of a sweet turret sequence, we just get you having to mow down some dudes.
Yeah, it turns out it's about as easy. And there's some...
Wait, did you have snow speeders?
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what those... They're not
I think
snow
they're just-
speeders.
They're not, yeah, they're just like air speeders of some sort.
They have a... Also, you can hear the 9 million attack droids. But yeah, it makes sense for a,
I doubt these guys will notice an extra passenger.
Yeah, that ship's super roomy. How would they?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not like you killed half of the bigger ship getting here.
Nah, it's cool.
Nah, it's fine. It's totally fine.
They're just gonna hang out.
Everything's fine. How are you?
So I also decided to max out Force Persuasion, which turns out to be a very, very bad idea for the late game.
Whoops.
Good thing for me these guys are sloppy. Card would have had him shot. Now, to find Carabani's collection.
Although it is going to make this level very simple for a large portion of it.
It seems like they don't know I'm here.
Yeah, I wonder why. Nice. So there we go. Just skip most of the early encounters in the level. And now, once we... Yeah. Don't know how I killed the guy behind him.
That was...
Yeah, that... Okay.
He just died empathetically.
So now, I'm trying to remember what these guys are called, but if they hit you, like, once, they kill you, basically. And they can eat a lot of... They can tank a bunch of hits from lightsabers. And this is the point in the game where it starts adding a lot of enemies that are just capable of, like, one-shotting you.
Sure, yeah. That's good game design.
You're going to notice this especially as we get into, like, the end game. That happens a lot. It's that there's a lot of enemies that are just super lethal in melee. So we're like crawling through some air vents or something. I'm not sure what this place does. I'm not sure why these are here. But if you get caught by it, then it pushes you out and into like a river, and you have to do a sequence to come back in.
Okay.
So that guy was supposed to mess with me while I was trying to do a lot of really tricky platforming.
Right, but instead you just destroyed his ass.
Switch.
Well, that one's easy.
Boop.
And now this is sort of a
wow.
a kind of a complicated platforming section, because not only do I have to pull the next lever to get the next 3 blocks to show up, but as soon as they show up, the other 3 blocks go back into the water.
Disappear? Yeah. Oh, jeez, that's brutal.
Does that water actually go somewhere, or is it just another instant kill?
It's an instant kill. It just pushes you out, and you like fall down a waterfall and die. And then, for some reason, cutting open that grate flooded the entire room.
It was one of them airtight ceiling grates.
Yeah, I don't.
You know the kind.
Yeah. You know, that's what you put it. That's what I put in all of my sea-facing ducts. And then we have to sneak in through his aquarium to get into his like private collection. Which I don't know. It's an interesting way to do that. I don't think Danny Ocean's ever done that. Also, dudes are a little bit more competent about Force Persuade in this game, so I actually have to go and kill a bunch of them.
Sure.
Like, they'll notice if they just start dying for no apparent reason.
That's weird. Why is that happening? I don't know.
Billy?
Yeah.
So there's the holocron, but it's behind some impermeable glass. Here's a
This
stormtrooper
looks
helmet.
familiar.
I'm not sure why she says that. There's a AT-88's head.
Does she store it for the Empire? Probably. It
might
doesn't
have-
look like a regular stormtrooper helmet.
Yeah, it's
I
a
almost wonder that's not one of the like Death Trooper or whatever helmets, is it?
the Dark Troopers.
Dark Trooper.
It might be. I never thought about it,
Death
but that,
Trooper.
I mean, that's probably what they should have been called, honestly.
Yeah. There's
I got-
we got a pic of a sweet looking new type of stormtrooper in
Yeah.
Rogue One today.
That's why I got confused. Those are apparently actually called Death Troopers.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and for some reason, there's a bridge here that's just made out of anti-gravity that is in the middle of water. And if you don't get through it in time, then the doors seal, and then the bridge turns off, and you just drown.
Oh, lovely.
Wow. Nice.
Also, Sam, they're apparently Imperial Homeland Security. Like they are specifically the anti-rebellion
Excellent.
forces.
Also, gravity in this room is super weird.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, this is strange. I like it. I'm into it.
So much for easy.
This is why I dumped so many points into force speed, enough points that when I run into a wall while sprinting on force speed, it just hurts me.
As it should, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But
Totally missed those dudes.
the rocket launcher may not be the best weapon to use with force speed.
At this point, I can kind of outrun the rockets.
Yeah. Quiet. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine here. How are you?
I keep wanting to call those guys Vornskers, but I think Vornskers are like the weird force-sensitive tiger things.
Yeah, they're the things that hunt the Eel-Samiri. They're force-sensitive hunters, and that's why the Eel-Samiri evolved to negate the force. Basically, was.
So keep all those things in mind. Those may or may not become very relevant in the late game.
Really?
Oh yeah, Eel-Samiri. Friggin' sci-fi names. We got too many Y's. Throw some Y's in there.
There's way too many Y's in Eel-Samiri.
Maybe
There
not
should
enough
be at
Ys.
best one.
So yeah, I'm not sure what that ship is.
It's always nice to meet new people and make new enemies.
But anyway, we saved the Jedi holocron, so next time, let's see. I think, I start finally putting. I put some stuff into force heal.
Next time, I'm just assuming it gets stolen by someone else.
Actually doesn't.
What?
I know.
Dun dun dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
All right.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Alright, good night, Internet.
Night.
Sweet dreams. Sweet Star Wars dreams.